Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? It is Big Kevin here with ModMyMods, and it is time for the news update. I appreciate everybody being here this afternoon. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, so thanks. Today we're going to make a relatively quick flight from Greater Rochester International Airport and head on down to JFK. We're actually going to land at Kennedy today, which absolutely is a nightmare if you are a pilot. But that is beside the point. Today, we're going to talk about some awesome news that I found on the internet, some little updates, a video, and a couple other things. But first and foremost, let's get into this awesome plane that I have selected, which is none other than the A320neo. Today, we're going to be flying it as DHL. We're going to be delivering some lovely computer parts right from Rochester International and fly it right on over to JFK. So, without further ado, let's hop in this cockpit and see what we can get going here. Thanks everybody again for being here on the chat and on Twitch and on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all of that good stuff. Again, we wouldn't be here without you. So, without further ado, I am going to get this plane up and off the ground. Today it is a little bit cold, so we're going to turn on all the anti-ice and all of the goodies for flying in shit weather is pretty much what it comes down to. As you can see outside the windows here, it doesn't look so great. It's pretty crappy out, to be perfectly honest with you. It is not so great flying weather, but once we get above the clouds, it'll be all good and gravy. So first and foremost, we're going to start the APU and get that going, which is now on, which I can hear and you can hear probably starting to weir up, starting to spool up there for us. And while that's spooling up, we're going to go ahead and turn on all of the switches for the lighting controls that are up here. Turn that on. Oh, no, turn that back on. Okay, we're going to turn down the overhead brightness just a little bit here. But Ghost of M, thanks for being here. Dreamy Potato, Mr. Benny and the Jets is here with us today. Thanks for joining us. And Mr. Shellback, Mr. Travis himself. And I'm going to talk about you today. So thanks for being here. I appreciate that very, very much. So I'm going to turn down the brightness on all this stuff. I'm going to turn up the... Oops, not that one. This one, so I can see what's going on down here. Okay, great. Now we are going to contact Rochester Approach and get IFR clearance so we can get the hell out of here. That's right. DHL. That's right. Get me the hell out of here. I'm going to set that to 13,000. 2, 3, 5, 1. 30 minutes. Okay, readback is correct. Okie dokie. 125.875. Switch that over. Okay, great. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to click the traffic here. We're going to select a runway for takeoff. I think today, yes, because the winds are coming out of 013, which is 013 degrees, 012 degrees. We're going to try and take off into the wind, which is what you want to do pretty much any time. So we're going to select runway 10, which is what we have here in the FMC. And as we do that, I think we're pretty much all good to go. I'm going to turn this on so I can see the radar as well. We're going to... Yeah, that's good to go. That's all good. Okay, cool. Well, let's get our pushback started here. And as we start the pushback, we will turn on all of the lovely hydraulics and pumps for the main engines. We'll turn this to start, and we will wait for the tug to get connected here. And once the tug starts pushing us back, we will start the ignition for the engines here. Our awesome motors. So there we are. We're now connected. And oh wait, shit. Do I have the? I got the parking brake still on. Turn that off. Okay, cool. Now we are being pushed back. We are going to turn on engine 1 and 2. I like to do them both at the same time. Not everyone likes to do that. Theoretically, in the real world, you are supposed to start engine 1, then engine 2. However, I am in a speedy type of mood today, so we're just getting out of here as fast as we humanly possibly can. And if you are hearing the audio through the headsets or through the stream right now, you should be able to hear that the motors themselves are slowly starting to spool up. You can hear them making that low pitch whir going on here. And I think that will help. That'll get us going here. Yeah. You know, to be honest with you, that's a pretty decent pushback. You can go ahead and stop that. We're going to put the parking brake on here. And going to check all of our, PSI is right, oil's right, EGTs are right. Okay, now I can go ahead and switch that back into normal mode. I can go ahead and turn off the APU, turn on these generators, which the generators are now on. That's good. Okay. All right, we're going to announce our taxi. Yeah, I just spool them up just a little bit just to get them warm, get them going here a little bit here. And we'll go ahead and take the parking brake off. And we'll go ahead and taxi on over. As you can see, it's a rather crappy day out in Rochester today. It's raining. You can barely see the sun up there. And like I said, we will get out of here as quickly as we possibly can. Because this is just awful. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. All right. We'll swing it on over this way. We'll get lined up on runway 10 to get the heck up out of here. And then we can actually start the news, I thought that I thought this was rather entertaining. Hopefully you guys appreciate it as well. We get to fly a little bit here and there, and then we also get to talk a little bit about the news and what's happening. Oh, that's cool. I never noticed that. There's a windsock. Huh. That's neat. I never noticed that. Some of the things that you see, All right. So we are on our way, taxiing over to runway 10. We're actually crossing runway 10 or 28, depending on which way you're coming in. You're supposed to check in with the tower and stuff like that when you go and you do your taxi and stuff like that. But because Rochester is a relatively small airport, you don't really have to do a whole heck of a lot, especially when it comes to ATC. So let's go ahead and cross on down here. And we'll get going. So let's get lined up here and we'll get ready for takeoff. If I was a captain here, probably if I had to, this is probably what I would be saying. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain reporting from the flight deck up here. Today we are departing Greater Rochester International Airport, headed on down to JFK, Kennedy Airport. It's going to be a little bit bumpy on the way out this afternoon. It, as you can see, is raining like cats and dogs out there. And it is not going to be a smooth ascend. I'm just going to give you that heads up. So make sure you got your seats in the upright position, your electronics are stowed and or put on airplane mode, and you are buckled in. Because, again, this is going to be a rather rough takeoff. However, once we break 10,000 feet, we should be into clear and pleasant flying conditions on our way down to New York City. So I encourage you guys to sit back, enjoy the ride, and we'll be there sooner than you can say lickety-split. From all of us here on the flight deck, we appreciate you joining us this afternoon, and have a pleasant and safe flight. We'll talk to you in a little bit. I mean, I think I'd turn out to be a pretty decent pilot. That's just me. I don't know. That's just me. I've been rehearsing and trying to make it happen. But again, you know, it's being a real pilot versus sim pilot, whole different thing. All right, looks like we're pretty good to go. Nobody here. Let's line right up. We are gonna be departing out the east today.
Rochester traffic DHL 913 taking off runway 10 east departure.
That's right, 10 east departure. Guess what? It's time to rip the paint off this bad boy. Let's do it. All right, that's full throttle. Oh, I forgot to put the flaps down on our way out there, but that's okay. It's engaging the flaps now, which is fine. It's fine. You only need really flaps 1 in order to get off the ground anyway, so here we go. Barreling on down the runway here. We are now past V1, which is typically where you would put your hands off the throttle controls, and V2, and rotate. And we are now airborne. Ha! Airborne. All right, and the gear is now up. We're going to now disengage flaps 1, go to flaps 0, and we're going to contact Cleveland Center. Go ahead and put on the flight director and the autopilot. And gotta turn this on 3022. All right, cool. Oh, 322. Oh, I'm a little. No. No, there we go. There, much better. 322. All right. So, as you can see, we are now on a ridiculously straight climb out of here at about 6,000 feet per minute or so. You can see that by looking down here. This is where your indicated climb rate is, especially when you're doing an autopilot here. The engines are at full bore. I technically, you're not really supposed to do that in real world situations. I think you're only supposed to do about 80%. However, this is KT flying. I'm Big Kevin, your captain here, and we're gonna make it quickly, because ain't nobody got time for that. So we are on our way, making our way to the good old JFK, New York City here. I'm gonna start to zoom out so I can see a little bit farther nautical miles as we make our way down to New York City. And we're going to climb all the way up to 13,000 feet for the beginning ascend. And then once we hit, I think, the next waypoint, we'll start to climb it up even farther. But so far, so good. I can go ahead and turn off these lights here. Turn off the wing light. Nav is fine. That one can go off. And the nose light can go off as well. Alright. As you can see, this plane is rocking all over the place, which is kind of cool. Got a little bit of turbulence going on here. So we're now at, well, we're still on our ascend here. The autopilot likes to level off at certain flight levels and then start to increase again. So here we are. Oh, just now breaking through the clouds here. That's freaking cool. We're almost there. We're almost out of this. Almost. And to be honest with you, I'd like to just continue the climb if possible without having to turn the engines, back the engines down off the throttle just yet. Obviously with the speed indicator over here, you don't want to go. Yeah. The 190, you know what? You got it.
Flight level 190 DHL 9er 1 tree.
That's right. Send it straight up. Yes, I know it's saying overspeed, but theoretically, I should start to lose speed here as I do this incredible climb. Yep, which is exactly what's happening. So, gonna keep the throttle at full bore right here, which is about 100%. It has backed off just a little tiny bit here, down to 99.9%. So it's not 102 like it typically is, but look at that. Broke right through those clouds. Yeah? What do you think, guys? Not too bad. Gals and guys, all of the above, everybody that's here. We're gonna fly through the clouds today. Awfully pretty out there. Awfully pretty out there. Take a look. DHL getting some highly anticipated and valuable water cooling parts down to New York City. I don't know. I always like to theorize what's happening, but there we are. We're now approaching 19,000. I'm going to start to slowly pull back on the throttle here. And this is pretty much where everybody in their seat goes, oh my God, what's happening? Oh! And honestly, nothing's really happening. All they're doing is now going to start to conserve some fuel here. So we're going to pull it down to about 61% throttle, which is, you know, not even close to what you need to. Actually, we'll go a little bit higher than that. We'll go 60, I don't know, 64. Yeah, 64% seems about right. Ish. I'm still losing a little bit. Let's get a little bit higher there. And we're still running into some of the clouds here. You know, again, not terrible. Probably should have checked the... Oh, look. Wow. Would you just look at that? That's beautiful. Right in between the two cloud levels. Two different layers of clouds here going on. You can see, obviously, the storm beneath us, which is pretty cool. And then a little bit of light cloud up top, but there it is. Not too bad. All right, back it off just a little. 67% is what we're going to go with. Hopefully it stops yelling at me about going too fast. Looks good. All right, well, let's take a look and see what we got in the news now that we're on our way to New York City. Here we go. Okay, so today, let's see what I found today. Today. All right, so if you haven't seen our lovely story that's going on here, let me share this with you because this is a huge endeavor that we're putting on with our good friend Stefan over in Michigan. What? My flight level is 190. What are you talking about? Huh? Yeah, my flight level is 190. I have to pull back a little bit on the throttle here. There we go. Okay, cool. So, if you haven't seen, we are working hand in hand with our good friend Stefan from Random Design 3D. His story is actually on our Instagram page, so I was just going to play that for you guys. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's definitely worth taking a look at. Let's take a look.
So now the molds for the shield generator and the laser turret are done, and I will use now smooth cast 305 to cast those pieces. First two castings are done, and I'm pretty happy with the result. There are no air bubbles inside because I used my pressure pot to cast.
Alright, so apparently... Oh, is it because I have it on the wrong... No, not standard. It should be on this one here. Yeah, seriously, it does sound like it's... I don't get it. No, it should be on the other one, this one. And then it should be on... this? Right? Yeah. Should be good. Yeah, DH... Tower control must... Yeah, I don't know what Cleveland Center is smoking over there, but as far as I can tell, it looks like we're doing okay. So, we'll just let it go.
New York Center DHL 9er 1 tree flight level 1.
All right.
Now I need the shear generator 3 more times.
All right. So what's happening is that Random Design 3D is helping us out by making these awesome Star Wars molds for a custom build that we're putting together. He has been helping us for the past couple months here to try and actually make it all happen, and he is really going through and doing some awesome stuff. So if you haven't seen it, check out our story on our Instagram page, and then again you can check him out right here, Random Design 3D. If you didn't know, he's the one that's done all sorts of crazy projects, as well as the X-Wing, and him and his lady actually just did a Alice in Wonderland cosplay together, which was unbelievable. So definitely give him a like, a share, a follow. He would appreciate that, and so would we. On top of that Star Wars themed thing, how come I'm 300 below? Okay, so we're gonna go there because that's what they want, which seems like it's 300 over what I'm doing. All right, whatever, that's fine. I must have the barometric pressure set wrong or something like that somewhere. That must be why. Anyways, give him a like, a share, a tweet, a follow. He would appreciate that. So would we. And on top of the Star Wars things that he's putting together for us that we're going to go into our build, I also found that on Adafruit, Bob Claggett ended up making this crazy server rack that is Star Wars themed. It's basically just a regular server rack here. But he actually has an entire YouTube video about how he did it and what he actually did.
Hey, I'm Bob and I like to make stuff. Today we're going to make a server rack that's straight out of Star Wars.
Yeah. So pretty cool. He goes through the entire process of actually making it, his design, how he goes about designing everything, and the different panels, the different LED strips that he's got, the different wiring and all of that stuff. I mean, looks really, really sweet when it's done. I mean, really, really, really cool stuff. So if you are interested in seeing stuff like this, head on over to I Like to Make Stuff, which is on YouTube. He was also found on Adafruit as well, but he pretty much shows you how to make a setup very similar to this. So, very cool stuff. Make sure you give him some props as well. Speaking of props, a big shout out to Shellback and getting even more support than he already had before. Not only does he have support from Arosi and from Thermaltake and from EK and from, he also has partnered with Rockcat. Rockcat, I don't know how the hell you say it, but if you look at this spread, that's one heck of a spread right there. All of the different, keyboards and mice and mouse pads and all that stuff, the headsets, all go into a great cause, which is charity builds. And if you don't know anything about what Travis does, he builds crazy computers, custom water-cooled PCs. Not all of them are water-cooled, but custom-built PCs for disabled veterans and first responders. And again, we love to help out Travis as much as we humanly possibly can, although we're a relatively small company in comparison to Rockcat or Thermaltake or anything like that. But we really appreciate the things that he's doing and really support him in the fullest regards. So give him a like, a share, a tweet, a follow. He would appreciate that. Of course, obviously, we always appreciate that. So very big shout out to him and Rockcat for helping him complete a lot of these builds. Sometimes the peripherals are the most expensive part. It can be $200 for frickin' RGB keyboard. It's unbelievable. So big thanks to them. And again, big shout out to Travis. Keep doing what you're doing, man. It's awesome. Awesome stuff. I was perusing the Facebooks today and I found this couple couple different things here. Jason apparently is making these custom stop plugs, which are pretty much blown glass, but they look sweet. I in particular like this one here. However, I don't think I would ever put these type of glass pieces inside of my rig, but they are pretty neat looking and definitely intricate. And anyone that knows how to do glass blowing and creating, different shapes and colors and glass out of glass is just, it's unbelievable. So I thought that was relatively interesting, and I thought those were pretty cool. I thought I would share them with you guys. I like the mushroom. I think that's pretty sweet. And the eyeballs, those are pretty sweet. So very, very cool stuff. Unique approach on just the normal stop plug. So very cool. Very cool stuff. Another thing I found on the internet today is this is from PC Mag. Apparently Best Buy is also offering Prime Day pricing on Amazon devices. Now, I don't know if that's something that you guys are into. I'm not all about having Alexa know when I take a poop and when I don't. So I'd rather them not monitor all the things. But if that's something that you're all about, and you like the Echoes and the Kindles and all that type of stuff, you can actually still save some pretty decent money on these awesome items. Any of the Alexa compatible TVs are available, as well as any of the Amazon devices. And the sale goes until the 22nd. So if you're looking to get one of those Ring doorbells, you can actually get a pretty decent price on one, instead of having to pay full price, especially if you want the nice one. $230 is technically what it's normally listed at, and it's listed at $160, so that's not terrible. And then you also have the Firecast TVs, which are the over-the-air DVRs and stuff like that, that are available, as well as the Echo Dot, the Studio, and a couple select TVs as well. So not terrible pricing. 50-inch 4K smart TV, depending on what the actual specs are of that's not a terrible price. Under $300. Yeah, I don't even have a 4K TV at home, so that's not a bad price. Babes, if you're watching, maybe we should go get one. That way, we could put the 1080 somewhere else. Just thinking out the box here. That's all. Get it? Open the box to get it out. Yeah? All right. Anyways, those are some of the things that I did find today while I was perusing. Another thing that I found, Greg from Greg Salazar. Hold on. Yes, going to 134.45. That's RJG. Oh. And I responded with my call sign, which is typically what I fly as my tail sign, or my call sign in the plane too, but that's beside the point. Forgot. DHL, heavy lifting.
New York Center DHL 9er 13 is at flight level 195, descending flight level 190.
DHL 9er 13 New York Center, continue to UG as planned.
Yeah, see, it just said that I'm at 19. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Give it a little bit more power here. We're going to Huggies. Apparently, we need some Depends. That's just the name of the waypoint. Anyways, let's see what else we got here. Yeah. So Greg from Greg Salazar YouTube. He says, "Well, does anyone collect these for literally no reason at all?" No, because honestly, I don't have any of them. I don't have any of the Be Quiet ones, the big long guys, or the Gamer Storm, or I don't even know where the red handle one comes from. But no, I don't. We don't. We should, because, well, I think we have a total of 3 screwdrivers. Damn it. I can't win. Can't win. All right, I'm climbing 190. Whatever. I don't know why that's doing that, but whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So yeah, I unfortunately don't have any of those. Apparently Travis has like 4 of those now. I'm kind of jealous. That's, send some my way. My goodness, we don't have any Phillips heads. We got like 2 in the whole shop. besides the little baby ones, but that doesn't really count. So I thought that was relatively fun, because I know that one thing that we do collect a lot of is the Aorus stickers. Like if you guys have built any of the Aorus Master motherboards or anything like that, they come with a boatload of stickers. I don't think they've changed since the X299 like first came out, and they've literally just been shoving out those stickers forever. So I get it. I understand. We do collect a lot of things, just not those screwdrivers. So, another neat thing that I found is that if you're playing Monster Hunter World, the Monster Hunter Rise, you can actually pet the dog, which is cool. Any game that you can pet a dog in is a game I like. Pretty cool. Especially because this dog is all blue and armored and all sorts of stuff. But apparently you can teach it to shake and stay and eat the treat. Kind of cool. Kind of neat. The other thing that I found was that there's a new Fallout 4 New Vegas showcase or there was a trailer that came out. Kind of. I don't know. I'm interested to see what it looks like, so I figured we would watch it together, because to be honest, I haven't actually seen any of it yet, but I'm really hoping they can redeem themselves from Fallout 76, because that was just hot garbage. So, alright, let's go. Let's see it. That looks good. All right. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it looks really good. I think it looks fantastic. I don't know if the graphics look any better than 4. I mean, it looks like 4 just been reskinned with some stuff, but again, relatively entertaining trailer. Definitely had some things that I liked about it, but again, you're gonna have to do a little more than that, Bethesda. You know, I don't want to reskin a Skyrim or a reskin of Fallout 4. I want a nice new one. You know, smell the new technology that you guys have available that you're not using. You know, why don't you help yourself to that? Uh-oh. DHL, yep. I gotta get ready to descend here. Yeah. Alright, gotta talk to New York Center again.
New York Center DHL 9er 1 tree is out of flight level 195 for flight level 190.
DHL 9er 1 tree New York Center, continue to Holly as planned.
Holly. My guess would be, let's look, actually, we can look in the flight plan. Yep. Where are we at here? Howley. Well, theoretically, we're supposed to start descending, but apparently they don't want us to descend just yet, because that's actually your flight level right here. What you're supposed to be. But that doesn't make any sense because then it says buzzing and you're supposed to be at flight level 190, and that just don't make any sense at all. We're just gonna listen to ATC and see what they say, you know? So, all right, so back to what we were doing here. Pull back on the throttle here just slightly. So yeah, again, Fallout 4 New Vegas, there is a trailer, gameplay trailer, that was released just, I think it was yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday. So if you want to take a look at that, it's on YouTube. Give it a gander. Tell me what you think. I don't know, I thought it looked pretty cool. But again, I don't want a reskin. I want a new game. I want something that's, you know, fun again. Another thing that I found was that Hummer is apparently going to be releasing a electric truck, which, first of all, if this is the screenshot or the image of the Hummer and that's what you guys came up with, just take it back. I want to cancel my reservation of one of these, and because that looks disgusting. No. I'd rather buy one of the Tesla super truck things. The electric truck. I don't know. That's just me. Just my 2 cents. I know that's not everybody, you know. So that might be a cup of tea for somebody, but it's definitely not a cup of tea for me. That's for sure. You took a Chevy Blazer, at least it looks that way. You took a Chevy Blazer, one of the new ones that you butchered and turned into a front-wheel drive pile of garbage. And you added a little tailgate to it, so it's got a little bed, a little baby bed, and then you added like 34-inch swampers on it, beadlock tires. So I'm all set. I'm good. Oh, time to descend. Here we go. 14,000. Here we come. Let's scroll on down to 14,000, and we're gonna pull back on the throttle here. Also, another time when all of the passengers kind of get a little woozy. They're, oh my god, what's happening? Nothing. We're getting the hell out of the sky now. We're descending. That's what's happening. So usually, what happens is the captain comes on. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking from the flight deck here. As you can see, we have now slowly start our descent down to JFK, and as you can feel, we pulled back the throttle, so that's why we're going down. We'd if I could get a chance to talk here. All right, we're gonna. So, like everyone to turn off their electronic devices and put their seats into the upright position as we're getting ready to descend into JFK. Appreciate everybody flying here, and hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Yeah, I know. I never said the temperature and the time at JFK. The temperature is a brisk 45 degrees. The wind's coming out of the northwest here at about 38 miles an hour. So make sure you got all of your things secure, and the time is it's the exact same time as when we left, so it's about 4:40 in the afternoon, and guess what, it'll probably be about 4:50 by the time we land there. So thanks for flying, DHL. Get the hell out of my plane. I'm just kidding. Now we're gonna all right. Oh, Jesus. All right. All right, 2,900. No. No, no, no. We gotta go down. Come on, plane. Work for me here. Down.
New York Center, United 85 is at 6,700 feet.
There we go.
9,500 feet.
Jeez Louise. Did not want to descend.
As planned. Altimeter tree 0.16.
This is your captain. It looks like we have 42 planes ahead of us, so hold on. Yeah, welcome to JFK, where they put too many damn planes in the air, and they land them all at the same time. So I wonder what that looks like, actually, right now. Let's go. Whoa. That's not even New York City yet. And let's see what it looks like when we get there, because I bet you anything, it's going to get a little chaotic on the way there. Just a little bit. That's a little bit. So, last but not least, the one thing I did want to show you guys is that we do have a Builds GG page. I am slowly updating everything. I know it's slow, but I did put the torque build up there if you guys are interested and wanted to take a look at some of the things we've done. There's a fine way to do it. Builds.gg. 118.4 for RJG 913. Oh. Come on, descend for me here.
Jet speed 410, contact New York Center on 132.6.
There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Looks like we're coming up on this relatively quickly.
Jet speed 410.
Let's go down. You know what? We're gonna send it as far as legally possible when it comes to airplanes. As you can see, it's turning it orange on the way down here, which is, yeah, you're really not supposed to be descending this quickly, but we're gonna do it anyways, because why not? All right, here we go.
New York approach DHL 901 tree is at 8,100 feet, descending 2,900 feet.
DHL 901 tree New York approach continue to Busan as planned. Altimeter tree 0.16.
3016. Okay. And I have pretty much cut almost. I mean, we're down to like 25% throttle right now. And this is we're just flying over. Pretty sure this is Jersey. It smells in Jersey. All right. Looking pretty good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Don't crash on me yet. Okay, we are now almost at our altitude that we were looking for here. Okay, we're down to like... Whoa, that was some thunder and lightning going on over there. Oh, there's the city. It's kind of cool. It looks like mountains right now because it's loading in, because the distance is all jacked up. The render distance, that is. All right. This landing's a little boring, so we'll kick it up a notch with a spiral right before landing. That's actually funny that you say that. You can actually tell a lot of Navy pilots what they'll end up doing is you'll see the plane come in and they'll go past the runway and they'll actually bank it all the way right and then basically continue the turn until they're right at the end of the runway where they're supposed to start touching down. And you'll actually have them come in. You can tell that a lot of them are Navy pilots if they're doing that, or, I mean, obviously if they have a weird approach going on, that's also part of it too. But that is a very, very common practice for a pilot of that caliber. Well, there it is. There's New York City. Not where we live because, well, we hate New York City, to be perfectly honest with you. If you could just cut it off and make it its own damn state, we'd be perfectly fine with that. So, but we're going to come into JFK over here. I'm going to turn on the, I'm going to hit flaps 1 here, I think. It's probably good. Actually, I'll leave flaps up for now. That's fine. Ooh, there's some lightning going on over here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, to be perfectly honest with you, this is the first time I've actually flown in New York City. At least in Flight Simulator. That looks pretty terrible, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, there it goes. Now it's loading in. I'm getting closer. That's what it was. Gotta refresh the textures. Yeah. A place I don't think I would ever want to live. 2,100 feet for DHL 913.
Descend and maintain 2,100 feet DHL 901 tree.
Okay. That is not the runway we are landing at. Ours is going to be over here to the left. And now I can probably hit flaps 1. Oh yeah, overspeed, that's right. And turn on ILS, runway 13 left, which is cool. We'll turn on approach mode now. And basically, once you hit approach mode, the plane will fly itself to where it needs to go. Whoa, that's cool. Oh, well, guess what? I'm on inbound.
Tower on 119.1 DHL 901 tree. Kennedy Tower DHL 901 tree 9 miles northwest inbound ILS runway 1 tree left approach. Tower on 119.1 DHL 901 tree.
ILS runway 1 tree left approach. Altimeter tree 0.17 with 188 at 16.
All right.
Cleared ILS runway 1 tree left approach DHL 901 tree.
All right. So now we're going to hit flaps 2 now that we're down to about 180. Cleared to land. Sweet.
Cleared to land runway 1 tree left DHL 901 tree.
All right, Travis. Hey, thanks again for being here, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. All right, we're going to put the landing gear down now. Give it a little bit more throttle. And again, pretty much this plane is going to try and fly itself into, whoa. What the heck is going on here? Whoa, 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 where are you going? Where are you go? Whoa, whoa, hey now, hey now, hey now. No need to get all antsy pants over here, okay? We're just trying to land the plane. It's windy as heck out, though. Alright, so we are on final approach here. I'm going to hit flaps 3. We're going to cut the engines a little bit more. Looks like we're... Looks like we're doing okay. Doesn't look like we're bad. Looks like we're off a little bit. That's okay, though. Can correct that. All right, full flaps. Pull up a little bit. Start getting that glide going on here. Looks like we're coming up a little short. Just gonna give it a little throttle here. Start pulling back. Ooh, that was cool. Oh, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. That's a little early. A little early. Wow. What the hell? It is extremely windy. Ah! It is really windy out. Holy cow. The plane is bouncing all over the damn place. I'm usually not that bad of a pilot. Holy cow, this is unbelievable. Wow. Well, I guess you don't nail them perfect every time, huh? Alright, we're gonna take this taxiway here.
DHL 9 tree, turn next taxiway.
Okay, I did.
DHL 9 tree, contact ground on 125.05.
Alright.
125.05 DHL 9 tree.
Ground. Taxi to the gates.
Ground DHL 9 tree, request taxi to the gate.
Can put.
DHL 9 tree, taxi to gate Alpha 22 via taxiway Delta.
Alright.
Taxiing to gate Alpha 22 using taxiway Delta DHL 9 tree.
Let's go ahead and get this parked. Okay, that's our parking spot right over there. And there we are. Let's go ahead and turn in here. Turn in here. And we'll go ahead and park this beast. I don't see the guy signaling me to stop, though. That's okay. As long as you keep it in line for the most part, you should be good to go. And right about there. All right. Look at that. Right where we're supposed to be for the most part. Ah, almost on the line. Not bad, though. Not bad. So that'll do it for that flight here. All we have to do is turn off the engines, and that should, there it is. Boom. Done. That flight in the bag. Hey, this time it said I took off and landed. I don't know. Last time it didn't, but, well, that's pretty much it. That's what I had for you guys today. Hekuakwa, I think that's how you say it. The wedding was great, actually. It was very, very small, and it was very pretty. All of us were involved, which was really cool. And it was an awesome time. We got to sit by the campfire, hang out, enjoy some adult beverages, and just get to embrace the fact that those two are going to be connected for the rest of their lives, and they definitely are an incredible couple. So they've been out in a cabin in the middle of the woods for the last week, so congratulations to them again. So very, very cool, and thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Again, thanks everybody for joining me today. I appreciate it. We made it all the way from Rochester to JFK. It was a rocky start and a rocky landing, that's for damn sure. But we made it, and that's what matters. Any landing that you can walk away from is a good landing, right? I don't know. Usually it's supposed to be smooth, but that's beside the point. So, other than that, that's what I got for you today. Hopefully on Friday we'll have a little bit more. We might have a guest on Friday as well, but we will have some more news, some more updates, and hey, we might even be flying from another place to another place. Most likely, that's probably what's going to happen. So, hopefully you guys can join us for that on Friday. If you can't, I understand. These are put onto YouTube and on our Twitch and stuff like that. So if you want to watch them later, you definitely can, and we would appreciate that. So, have yourself a wonderful afternoon. It is rainy and nasty out here, so hopefully it's better where you are, and hopefully you guys are staying safe and staying cool out there. We will catch you on Friday.